I know that to separate him from my baby, you know, that it's like a nightmare, nightmare coming true.
A lot of campaigning is being done at the moment for women in the formal sector, career women and women in offices, whereby changes in laws affect them positively, like the longer maternity leave. But for a lot of women in the informal sector, they are not recognized, or the law doesn't cover them. So one has to be very creative. And I'm thinking very much of this project that we are trying to shine some light into the lives of women who are marginalized. And in part of this project, where we would like to look at the life of a single mother and her challenges, poverty situation, and how even with help, it is still a struggle. What more if there is no support from sectors of society? And in this case of this woman, she has some kind of support in terms of gaining some technical skills so that she's able to earn a livelihood. We also want to look at the lives of disabled women or women with different abilities. Their challenges are great. Then we also want to look at women in the arts, performers, artists. I mean, how are they able to engage in their creative expressions, to be able to enjoy their means of productive work?
Dulu duduk kat Azuria Kondo dekat Tanjung Bunga tu. Sewa kan, mana mampu nak beli. So lebih baik beli rumah macam ni. Kan, rumah sendiri, buruk-buruk rumah sendiri. At least kita ada aset. Anak bagi babysitter lah. Babysitter RM450. 2 budak kan. Gaji basic kelang RM450. So kita OT lah. Memang dulu kerja memang rasa ish, anak kat mana, kita kat mana kan. Rumah tangga macam dah berkecai habis dah. Bila buat bisnes sendiri ni kan, boleh tengok anak. Tapi rumah pun tak seberapa, tak apalah, pelan-pelan. Jadi kita dengan anak-anak tu nampak depan mata kan. Rasa tenang lah sikit tengok anak-anak depan mata.
Selama ni saya dari 3 darima, lepas 3 darima tu buat tahun tak kerja apa lah. Tak tahu kata ada tempat OU di sini. Lepas tu dia kata tahun 2004 baru saya minta kerja di sini lah. Agak ikut lah apa ni, kalau suami tukar, dapat tukar di beras sini, agak terus kerja lah. Kalau kena ikut ke Paris, mungkin kena berhenti kerja lah. Anak tu agak lah kan. Saya orang yang berkahwin memang mahukan anak kan. Itulah, tapi mungkin payah sikit lah untuk menyusu kepada pasal tangan tak berapa kuat kan. Jadi mungkin susu botol lah. Kalau boleh memang nak nak bekerja kan, sebelum ada anak memang ingin kerja lah.
The reason for me to choose breastfeeding is like it's a must. I would say that it's a must for all the women there. But in current world, in current era, there's so much of challenges that mothers are going through, especially for the working mothers. When they stop, almost 7 of us who are part-timers, and all our mothers who are actually very committed, though we are part-timers. We bring work back home and we make sure that we clear whatever that we have to do. When we were given a notification saying that we have to look for other offers or we have to leave and all that, we were quite upset and also disagree with all this situation that happening. What are the chances given by the outside community to mothers like us? If we have to go and work and we have to leave our children behind, can anybody assure that the child will be growing like how we dream? You might ask me, why do you need to work since your husband is supporting you and you don't need to look for money like other mothers? The reason behind is for me to choose to work at least half day is because I wanted to utilize the hours that my child is not around with me with more productive and more satisfying rather than being in the house watching TV and chatting with friends. So I choose to do something that make myself go on learning and meet new people, get new knowledge and all that. By doing this, I'm very satisfied and I can contribute little to the community, and I'm happy with that.
I have found that the main people who have helped me, whether at work or in as a sister, as a friend, in my daily struggle, in the challenges, everyday challenges that you face, women have played a key role, and I'm finding that in my art it comes out too. Now, of course, as I mentioned before, the influence of WABA is there, and in my artist statement, I actually said I'm incredulous that such a loving, nurturing, basic function as breastfeeding, where you are actually enhancing the health and the food, you're providing food to a child. In our rather jaded society, in some contexts, women don't have the space to do that. Women, people react badly. Some even call it obscene. We've seen I think on the web, some of these famous women artists, or when I mean artists, I mean actresses or models, when they've put pictures of themselves breastfeeding their babies, and some people write in and say that's obscene. For me, that opinion is obscene. It's like, why? It's something that women are able to do biologically, and it enhances, I feel, the growth and the health of the child. And that act has become almost like a controversial issue, in some instances a taboo. It blows my mind. I cannot believe it, so that incredulity has made me want to make it visible in my art, which is why also thematically breastfeeding women, children enjoying and getting also not only the sustenance food wise, but that contact with the mother. That's why the hand is always. And I remember one of my earliest memories also is when my mother breastfed me. I was holding her, and I could feel her skin, and that skin to skin contact, mother and baby, is so important. Yeah, I think it informs the growth of an individual and a child to a grown up. So that I feel very passionately about.
Decent work is very important for women in particular, because women combine both productive and reproductive work. In fact, all women are workers, but more importantly, women are also the nurturers of this world, and as mothers, they need to ensure that working conditions are supportive of their role as mothers. So how do we find a kind of balance between the workplace and motherhood and mothering needs as well? So when we talk about decent work and when we're advocating for decent work, we want to make sure that women have their entitlements. The decent work concept includes and recognizes the role of reproductive work, because very often society does not sufficiently count and value women's reproductive contribution to national economy and to the gross national product. For decades, women's groups have been trying to work with development groups to actually give an economic figure so that this is recognized. Women's work, the childcare that they do, the nurturing work that they do, the breastfeeding work that they do is not sufficiently recognized. If we were to put monetary value to this, we would see that it's an enormous contribution, that probably families would go bankrupt if they had to pay a mother for all the work that she did from the time she woke up to the time she goes to bed.
I see your face, it looks so familiar. I feel the warmth of your love so much more you smile, I hear your sweet voice. It sounds so familiar. When we're apart, it lingers in my ear. How could I not love you? How could I not keep thinking about you? How could I not love you? Whenever you say my name, I remember. How could I not love you? The reason I live my life is because of you. How could I not love you? When you always say, I love you. I feel a breeze whenever you pass by. You are my light, you make things alright. I'm living a lifetime of love. In the morning when I wake up and I open my eyes, it's you that I see. I thank God it's me. He blessed to have you in my life. How could I not love you? How could I not keep thinking about you? How could I not love you? Whenever you say my name, I'm in heaven. How could I not love you? The reason I live my life, it's because of you. How could I not love you? When you always say, how could I not love you? How could I not keep thinking about you? How could I not love you? Whenever you say my name, I remember. How could I not love you? The reason I live my life is because of you. How could I not love you? When you always say, how could I not love you? How could I not keep thinking about you? How could I not love you? Whenever you say my name, I remember. How could I not love you? The reason I live my life is because of you. How could I not love you? When you always say, how could I not love you? How could I not love you? How could I not? How could I not? How could I not love you?
Hi, welcome to the Feed the Future Flashmob tutorial. This Flashmob is the first Flashmob created by the World Alliance for Breastfeeding Action in honor of World Breastfeeding Week. We hope you and your community will get active and help us celebrate.
Come on everybody, stand up. Young, go natural, feed the future with the best. We support WABA. Feed the future!
Everybody, everybody, come on, sister.
If you want to have a healthy baby,
we have to breastfeed the baby. It is our future.
We support breastfeeding.
Everybody, everybody, come on, sister.
We support breastfeeding. We support WABA. And WABA says it's time to take a breast bath. Come on, sisters. Feed the future. Come on, sisters. Feed the future.
Stand up. Come on, everybody, 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 stand up.
I'm a rap about breasts, cause every other song has a line about a chest. And the words okay with the sex context, but feed the future and the rules like what they call it a rap. Turn a gift of God into a series contest and treat every woman like an item on the shelf. Major corporations and smooth corporations claim to replace what's nature's best with powder potions of luminous magic. Enough of that, it's time to act. Can't WABA say, time to take your breasts back.